Right. All right, Andrew. Oh, God, my neighbours, man, are so noisy. I'm trying to catch up with sleep. I'm not been feeling too good. Because I'm not feeling too good, I'm trying to sleep a bit better, make myself a bit better, and just hell of a noise. So I banged on the wall, and guess she came downstairs, fucking screaming and shouting at me, because apparently I've scared one of her kids for banging on the wall. Now my neighbour is a bit of a pain in the arse anyway. Not long had to go at her because of the smoking that she was doing in the hallway, and there's no smoke. And I, because it affects my asthma. Like her kids were running around, and she had no proper carpeting on the floor. She had like Lionel, and she goes, "Oh, I'm going to get Lionel. I'm going to get carpeting. I'm going to get carpeting." Now, let's say like her kids are fucking noisy, running around. I know kids can be kids, yeah, but I live underneath them, and I can only take so much fucking noise because of me, mental illness. I have stress, depression, anxiety. I get chronic headaches, and she knows I get all these. And she comes down screaming and shouting at me, saying I'm disrespecting her and her family because I banged on the wall. I said, listen here, I know kids can be kids, but fuck me, man, your kids are running around like, havoc. Oh, she was only dancing. I said, yeah, but I live underneath. Yeah, I'll probably know how I feel, but I can only do so much, on making my kids scare. She goes, I've only got one bedroom flat. I've got 6 kids. Well, 5 kids and herself. She goes, yes, I am on the housing list. I'm on the housing list. And what's it to do with you? I said, well, that's overcrowding, isn't it? She goes, yes, I know it's overcrowding, but what can I do? I said, well, if you want, I'll put a complaint in. Maybe that might help you to get rid of the house. She goes, well, you do that. There's me fucking like with a tear down my eye, thinking like, well, have I done something wrong there? Goes, you shouldn't disrespect me like that. You shouldn't be banging on the wall. Noise, you come and ask me to like get the kids to be quieting down. I could be doing that every fucking single day. Don't you think? I said, don't you think I get enough of it? Listen to your kids run around. Yeah, but kids will be kids. Kids will be kids. So she's a proper fucking, tell the kids not to run around so much. But she doesn't. I've got too many things to do apart from keep talking to my kids. Well, you shouldn't have fucked around and had too many kids then, should you really? But having 6 people living in a 1-bedroom flat. She goes, do you think I like living here? She goes, I've never had a problem with you, Steve. But, you do that again. Let's go. Right, she gave me a cat. So what? I gave her a computer for her kids. Like melting lead for fishing nets. I told her I was going to be outside. If she was going to do something, she would tell me she was going to do something, But that kind of like friendship is kind of like what she's going to do. She doesn't give a shit about who lives underneath her. She knows I have stress and depression, anxiety and headaches, and she just lets her run walk. I should have gone up and spoken to her a few times, but I just wasn't too well enough to go and tell her. And I said, look, I don't want to be causing arguments with you. She goes, well, I'd rather you come up and speak to me than rather bang on the wall. But really? Why should I keep spending my time going her to cut the noise down? Fuck that, man. You know, like, I've never had a problem with her, but this is getting out of fucking bang on the wall. And I won't even bother like fucking like answering the door. Because she did come down first and rang on my doorbell twice. I kind of opened the door quietly and I looked at the people and she was standing there, kind of like all crossed-armed. So I didn't answer first. And I came back in here, went to lay down again. My doorbell. Which was my doorbell? Because I opened the second. I said, yeah, did you ring my doorbell? She goes, yeah. She goes, what's this bang on my wall for? You just get. I'm sorry about that, but your kids are making a hell of a lot of noise. Well, I can't help that. You just scared my kids. I said, listen here. I'm not being every single day. And I've got to sit here and suffer with it. You know, kids will be kids. I said, yeah, I know kids will be kids. I've got a 3-year-old. I said, yeah, well, the 2-year-old isn't too noisy. It's the other ones are bloody noisy. Dancing. But if it's on the other side of the fucking flat, I won't mind so much because I won't hear it so much. The room above me, which is her bedroom. It's bedrooms. No, because in here, you got her house is similar to my house, apart she hasn't got a balcony. You got the bedroom, you got the bathroom, you got the kitchen, and then you got the large living room. 3 or 4 kids in there, and probably 1 or 2 in the room above me. You know, every single day I do hear her kids. And she goes, it's not every single day. I said, just listen every day, but I hear it every day. Well, I can't control my kids. I said, well, you should try to control them. And she went fucking nutshell at me. Goes, you don't like it, you can put a complaint in. Goes, we've never had no problems. I said, I know we've never had problems. To come and speak to me. Don't bang on my wall. I said, well, goes with, I see. And as she went, well, I was going to say to her, if I want to bang, I'll fucking bang. See how you like it. But then that would cause, you know, like a big war between us, I suppose. And like, because I've got no one living near me, I've got no friends or family near me. Friends coming around, kicking my door in and heard me or something, you know. You know, she's a black woman, and I'm not racist because I get on with black people, but this woman, really, you know, because like if she was concerned for her neighbours or didn't want to for her kids were not. And I, you know, sometimes if it keeps on, what do? Should I sit here and just suffer like I have for the last 3 years, 4 years, with her kids running about, banging? Or should I write to the association and put a complaint in that way? Or do I, like she said, put a complaint in the council? No, I don't want to keep banging on the door or on the wall. I don't keep going up there telling her that her kids are bloody noisy. I suppose now she knows she might try to keep her kids a little bit quiet, but I don't think she will. Really. No, it might be quiet for today, But then what's going to be like tomorrow, day after, next week, next month? Knocking on the door saying, hey, keep the noise down. No way. Now let's see what is on here. Let's see. I'm on normal YouTube, I'm not on StreamYard. No, the way she was shouting me, I was trembling. You know, I thought she was going to fucking knock me out or something, I tell you. And I don't hit women. Never hit a woman. But I thought she was going to knock me out. If she had done, I would fucking have her arrested for fucking person who likes to like cause arguments and, you know, fall out with people. Then that will probably make her know that, yeah, there's a lot, you know, I'm here and, you know, there's a way of asking her to keep the noise down. But I reckon the way I banged on the wall, which was quite loud actually, do I give a fuck? No. You scared the kid, really? You know, like, how do she know it's me banging on the wall? Could have been one of the fucking kids banging for she knew. I could have turned around and say, hey, I didn't bang on the wall. No. You know, I'm fucking apologising to the woman that I banged on the wall. Why do I apologise? She's the one who's causing. I mean, I could do a coffee myself. Look, I'm fucking shaking him. I said, look, you know I'm going through an oil, but you don't need to bang on the wall. She really shouted at me, man. I wish I fucking had it on record. Right, hi to Angela, Beth, Ian, Jamie. Beth, bits. Let's see who's on here. Let's read it. You need to tell the council and tell them about your mental health. I just told her I've got mental health. I'm sorry about that, but you can't stop kids from moving around and running around. I said, well, you can. All you got to do is ask them to keep the noise down. I can't be bothered with that. I've got other things to do. You know, I'll have a word with them, but I can't stop them, can I? Yeah, tie them fucking down to the chair. I'm shaking right now, I tell you. I've never had a bit of a barney with her. You know, they say the only time I had a word with her was about a month ago because of the smoke. You know, like, that was when I was going downstairs putting the rubbish out. And I didn't know she was standing on there because I came out the door and said, fucking hell, smoke again. I tell her, you know, I was talking to myself. I said, this fucking getting out of hand, you this smoke. So, calling my asthma to, you know, kick off. And I kind of like, and as I came upstairs, she was like leaning over the balcony. She goes, did you say something, Steve? I said, yeah, to myself. I wasn't talking to you because I didn't know you was there, but I was just having a little whinge about the smoke. It's causing my asthma again. You know, kick off. Oh, well, that was me. I said, well, I'm not being funny, but please don't smoke in the hallway because, like, you know, it's not good for me. You know, the smoke kind of like lingers and comes under my door, and I am asthmatic. My pump, inhaler pump. Every time I smell that cigarette smoke, you know, and people are smoking in front of me, I can't have to keep fucking diving. And I said, I am asthmatic. And I said to her, you do know it's not allowed smoking in here anyway. She goes, yeah, well, you know, I have to come out and I have a bit of a smoke because because of my kids. And like, she knows, and, you know, no smoking signs. I never complained about that, really. council, a Harris Association, and said that she's smoking outside. I think I'll have to calm down and go and knock on the door and have a proper chat with her. I'll leave it till tomorrow or something and just go and knock on her door and say, look, have a hand for me banging on the wall. I live underneath her. I'm going to say to her, if your kids are playing in the far end room, that's okay, as I don't use my living room. But it's, here in the room above me, and it's, constant. At school or something, kind of thing. I don't sleep. My sleeping pattern's really shit. That's why I try to sleep during the daytime. 4 times a day. Is 4 times. What, you expect me to go up there and ask them to be quiet 4 times in one day? No. Yeah, I know I should write that down, Beth. You need to write down everything, make a diary, and make a formal complaint. That's what I'm thinking of doing, actually. I thought about doing that a couple of weeks ago. And I thought, well, when I'm putting my rubbish out, I'll have a word with her. But why should I go out and keep asking her to keep the noise down, If that was me upstairs and I had kids, banging around, would I let them do that? My kid? No, I'll be more respectful to the person underneath, So where she's shouting and saying, oh, well, you should be respectful, you're scaring my kids. I don't give a fuck, man. If the kids weren't so noisy, I wouldn't have to bang back, would I? And how did she know I was banging back as in I could have been fucking doing some decorating. Tell her I'm decorating next because I'm kind of knocking. No, but I did bang the wall really loud, I tell you. Surprised I didn't fucking break my other hand. So yeah, you need to write everything, make a diary and make a formal complaint. They should get the environmental team out for noise. I have had all that and it worked for me. Well, I'm glad that worked for you. Here, I don't think the council would give a shit. The only thing I could do is contact the council if I wish to do it and tell them. Contact the House Association and tell them. And also, call the police for noise pollution, I suppose. But then the police will probably want proof that it's causing noise pollution. Good job, I don't live there. I'm shaking still. The way he screamed to shout at me, it upset me. I honestly had tears running down my eyes. No woman normally makes me cry, I'll tell you, man. No way. Now I'm just waiting for the old man to come down and have a go at me if she speaks to old man later. I don't know if he's up there or not. I don't even know if he lives there, to be honest with you. No, not long ago, before she had a kid, the other 2 kids, yeah. Hearing was doing it. 3 days in a fucking row. 3. Probably about 3-4 times a day it was. I thought, Jesus Christ, they like jackrabbits. And she's saying, oh, I've got 6 kids. Well, yeah, you would have fucking 5-6 kids you've been screwing every fucking day. I know, Africans big families, but Jesus, man. I think they do it to get, a big family, so like when they get older, the family can like look after them and get a bigger place. Just like, oh. That's why I thought about doing a swirl, Beth, putting loud music on. But I'm not a person who likes eating. Yeah, kids still need to. See, it's quiet now. It's quiet now. I'm not hearing a pin drop at the moment. What a 2-year-old, what do you expect them to do? I said, look, it's not your small one. All I do here, the little running about. I'm not worried about that. It's the banging I'm more concerned about. I said, it's giving me headaches, He goes, well, you didn't need to bang on my ceiling like that. You scared my kids. And if you're going to keep doing that, me and you are going to have a big problem. I said, well, I'm sorry you think that, but, can you please? I said, look, stop shouting at me. I talk to you how I like to talk to you. I said, yeah, well, you're upsetting me, but I'm not shouting at you, am I? So if it continues going on, then like you come and speak to me. You come and knock on my door and say, in a shouting manner, So maybe I should have banged on the fucking lights on my wall. But my wall I'm banging on, not on those, am I? If it affected a kid, am I the bad guy? Because I banged on the wall and probably scared one of the kids. Wait, stop. Well, no, Andrew, this. I said, well, that shouldn't be. I said, are you on a housing? Yes, I am on a housing list. Do you think I like living here? I said, well, maybe, I should put a complaint in and that might help you. Well, you do that. I very much doubt it will help me, but you do what you feel is best. She goes, I've never had a complaint with you. I've never fallen out of you. I've lived here a lot longer than you, and we've always got on well with each other. She goes, but you do not bang on my wall and scare my kids like that. I don't care who you are and what your conditions are. You do not bang on the wall and scare my little kids. Day in and day out, listening to the thumping and banging and the thumping and the crying, day in and day out. No, Steve, you need to contact them. If I had the money, I'd fucking leave here. I don't like it here. Not very noise anyway. I don't have a problem with our family now. Maybe I should go on a TV program, Neighbours from Hell. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? I'm going to see what I can do about it. Because I don't know if class is noise. I suppose it is noise pollution. But it's causing me, stress. And it's also causing me anxiety. And she knows I suffer with mental health. Because I said to her, you should come and talk to me. I said, I did talk to you a couple of years ago. That's 2 years ago. I've had other kids since then. I said, I know you have. I'm not crying. I've got... sensibly a few times, in the past, but, You know, I thought banging on the wall might, you know, address it to let them know that, you know, there's too much noise up there. Because some people do that if they don't get into like a bit of a predicament and having an argument with each other. Steve, other people can just be knobs, yeah. Well, damn. I didn't notice until she started going upstairs. She's wearing like a jumper, like really small shorts, you know, right up to her crutch. You know, you might let me off kind of thing, you know. See? Bang, bang, bang. Although it's more over that way, I can still hear it. Can you hear it, see? Right, I'll see if I can do it again. That's the noise. Screaming. Screaming. I can hear that shit. Why should I apologise? But I don't like falling out with people, you know. You know, if their kids wasn't doing what they were, I know kids can be kids. I know that. I know they run around, but you know, it's not the small one I'm hearing so much. It's the bigger kids, and that's what I'm hearing. You know, all fucking done. I can't help that. And I'm playing. Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. All you got to do is say, keep the noise down. You got people underneath you. That's all she's got to do. But she don't do it. She doesn't give a fuck. She don't. So I told her a couple of years ago, I said, like, you know, anxiety, you know, stress, headaches. And I said that noise, you know, on the light kicks off my headaches. Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. I got like Lionel. I said, well, you know, have you thought about getting carpeting? Well, no carpeting. You know, it's meant to be dampening out the noise. I don't think she's got carpeting. It's she's got really thin carpeting. Does you know, we put, you know, I've been in there, and their kids have been like really nailed and noisy. Unless this ceiling is like paper thin, you know, like that thickness. You know, tell her go fuck herself. Or, you know, I don't swear at people, you know. I've only swore at my wife, you know, my ex-wife a few times. A couple of people here before, but at least I was man enough and got a bigger pair of bollocks and apologised to people on here. But You know, like she did to me. More below than any human could be, I suppose. You know, I'd rather try to talk it out, but back, it'd let them know that, you know, there's too much noise coming through. Saves me going up there and having an argument, you know, kind of thing. But I probably banged the wall a bit too loud. And, well, if the kids weren't banging around, I wouldn't have had to bang back, would I? Do you want me to come down with Angela? Yeah, that'd be fun. I know she smokes. Passive smoking. I know she smokes. And she was smoking when she had her kids. Now, I don't really agree with women smoking when they get pregnant. But I know she was smoking when she was pregnant with at least 2 of her kids. And I thought, you know, what damage that causing her unborn child while she's smoking. But I never said nothing. Well, like, you know, it's their own free will. They, you know, guitar stuff in there inside, and that's up to you, you know, kind of thing. I stopped smoking when I met my ex-wife, you know, when I got married, because she didn't like smoking. And for a little bit, we went on holiday to the Philippines. The first kid, but yeah, it was only for like a couple of weeks, and I stopped again. But you know, it's just like being with the lads, sitting on the old bench and them a fag and a smoking. They're talking Filipino, and I'm fucking thinking, what the hell are they talking about? You know, kind of thing. No, I got no issue about people smoking, but they can't be smoking in a place that they're not allowed to smoke in. You're not allowed to smoke in any part of the property. Not the communal hallway. You're not allowed to smoke in your own living room, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom. Well, I bet she does. You know, she goes, I thought we had an understanding, Steve. Like, you know, I gave you a cat. I said, yeah, I gave you a computer. And you're arguing with her, you know, because she goes, and you're talking. Well, she wasn't talking, she was really screaming and shouting at me, man. Surprised, like, the neighbour across the road, but across the hallway didn't come out and ask what was going on. She probably heard what was going on, actually. You know, so I'm more a person who would have, but, you know, your kids are making hell of a noise. Well, you should have came and spoke to me. Why should I keep going up there asking her to tell her kids to stop banging? I've arthritis in my knee as well, you know. Many of you have heard that, you know, when I get up, my knee cracks, or I say, oh, here you go, my knee's blown up again. Why should I keep going up there? Interest, it gets too much. If you hear screaming from that flat, ring the police. They'll have to act on it. Yeah, but you know, I think the kid screaming because you know, probably been, you know, bullied by the other. I'm not saying that, you know, the kids bully each other. They all fight amongst each other. You know, I've been coming from, you know, flat 4 when it could just be like the kids just like. No, she's got a thing that I helped her out at one time as well. Not so much at the computer. I was sitting here one day, and it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was screaming. I heard like banging. I heard things like smashing on the fucking floor. knee, I walking stick was open, and I kind of like peeked in, and I could see she was pinned down on the fucking bed, man. Doorbell, and one of them came to me and goes, "Oh, I hear someone screaming, I hear things smashing. It's just an argument, might be, you know." I said, "Well, what was she on the bed for?" She goes, "Oh, we just pinned her down to calm her down a little bit." I thought she'd been fucking murdered. I said, "Oh, well, you know," it got me panicky, so I thought, "Well, what the hell's going on here, you know?" And she goes, you know, he goes, "Yeah," he's like, "We're sorting her out, you know, we're calming her down. No worries, mate, you know, sorry for, you know, inconvenience you, you know, appreciate you coming up. Don't worry, she'll be okay in a minute." So then I said, "Okay, fair enough." Come back downstairs, and, you know, I'm sitting here, you know, listening, and it's all quiet. And it seemed to have gone quiet, you know, I go to bed. Wake up the next morning, the doorbell goes, and it's her and an old man. I thought, oh, here we go, now what? We just come to apologise for the noise that we created last night. You know, we appreciate you coming up and, you know, seeing what was going on, but it's just an argument we was having, you know, it's all sorted out, you know, but we do apologise, you know, for the noise it caused you. And your time and, like, you know, coming up and seeing everything was okay. So fucking someone breaking in, someone even being murdered. They chuckled. They said, "No, it's all right. Thanks anyway." And they just like turned off and fucking walked away. I thought, well, if that's going to happen, like, what's going to happen next? Well, what's happened next to fucking? I don't think a doctor's letter's going to do any good. And the doctor knows I suffer with chronic headaches, but they're not doing nothing. They're not even giving me right medication for my headaches. I think it's her. But I think she wears shoes, or she's like barefoot, like she came down barefoot. And, you know, it's like when you hear them, it's like that all the time. A lot louder sometimes. Or if it's the kids, you know, running around, or it's like the kids jumping about. "Oh, it's my kid practicing dancing." Bollocks. Your kid's getting out of control and you can't fucking control them. You know, that's me with like 5 kids. I'll be down the council every fucking day and demanding a different place. No, she wants to like say to me, you know, like, "I don't want to be here, you know. I know we've been a bit noisy, but, you know, if you put a complaint in, then I'm okay with that, because that might help us to move out." But then, you know, I'd have to like be writing how often she's like making noise. I can't be bothered doing that. Why should I sit here writing down the diary of what she's doing every day? She just 6 a.m. Keep total time 30 minutes. 11 a.m. Kids jumping around. Total time an hour. 11 p.m. Hearing her doing it, old man, for an hour. 1 a.m. music blaring out. You know, well, I can't be bothered with that shit. Well, no, I should do, but I don't know. Yeah, I could do that, I suppose, but that would, like, you know, seriously cause problems between her and me, Beth. If I rang the police up and said that you're concerned, and, you know, I don't want. The thing is, like, unless I could hear the kids screaming, then I would ring up the police. I'll ring up the. If I did, I would put it that way. I would have said, well, you know, I'm not going to keep coming up and checking your kids. It's down to you to look after your own kids and not have them screaming all the time. You know, I could walk out that door and she folks waiting outside for me and seriously beaten to shit or murdered even. Getting the bitch for the rest of my life. Then she know. You know, she knows I do the paranormal and she's not worried about it. So if you do get anything, you know, I know how to get rid of spirit. Don't worry about it, Steve. And I can do that, you know, I can do spiritual stuff in my house. Because like someone on here trying to be, well, not the council, the hosting association, and I said to them, oh, someone's trying to like cause problems for me. They reckon they're going to ring up. And so I'm like, you know, communicating with ghosts and spirits and unseen entities. And they said, well, let them. We ain't worried about it. You know, we can't stop you doing what you want to do in your house. You know, if you have different, like, you know, kind of like religious beliefs, situations. So I said, well, you know, I just want to let you know anyway. But she can't ring up and say, like, you know, oh, he's doing ghost hunting, it's affecting my family. She's got to prove it's affecting her family, you know. I can prove that it's affecting me because of the noise. All I've got to do, like you say, do a diary and do recordings. Why should I waste my time on them? Her and her kids. I said, well, how about respecting me and the noise? No, I'm not causing you, Paul. I'm not banging on the wall and like doing things upsetting you, am I? And she, you know, brings in the kids again. Well, you can't tell me, oh, you know how to control my kids. You know, kids will be kids. If they want to run around, they run around. I can't stop them from running around. I said, no, but you can ask them to be more quiet, though, can't you? Yes, I can do that. Yes, but why should I? Because then you're not respecting your neighbours, are you? Right, everything that Beth says. I'll have to go. I think I've got one somewhere, but where, I don't know. I'll buy things and go lose them. Yeah, she is mixing both sexes over the age of 10. What? I think most of her kids are girls anyway. I don't think she's got a boy. I think they're all girls.